Are you looking for a better way to study your English vocabulary? Check out this video to learn about one of my favorite ways to do this. Hi everyone, I'm Carly. If you haven't already, sign up for your free video lesson course, How to Understand Spoken English. In this 5-lesson video course, you will learn 4 tips to help you understand spoken English, and then practice using these tips to understand a podcast in English. Sign up using the link in the comments below. Today, I want to share one of my favorite ways to study English vocabulary. Let's take a look. So today, I want to show you how to use Quizlet.com. I think this is an excellent way to study English vocabulary. First, you will need to create an account. This is totally free. So you sign up. You can do this with Google, you can use Facebook, or you can use your email to sign up. I already have an account, so I will log in to show you how to use Quizlet. Okay, so to create a study guide in Quizlet, you click on the plus sign, study set, and you're ready to start creating your study set. It helps to put a title so that you know what the vocabulary is about. So for example, if I watch TV shows in English and I am learning vocabulary from the TV shows, Quizlet would be a great place to put those words. Or I have a student who is reading, she likes to read books in English, so she uses Quizlet to help her study the vocabulary she is learning from the books she reads. So for example, if I watch the TV show Friends, and I want to study vocabulary that I have learned from this show, then I could title my vocabulary, or I could title this Vocabulary from Friends. You can add more of a description if you would like. And then you start adding your words, your phrases. So on one side, you type the English. On the other side, you type the translation in your native language. So for example, if you speak French, then on this side, you would type the French translation for no way. Notice that there are some suggestions for the translation. If one of these suggestions is correct, then you can choose the correct translation. There are many languages that you can choose from. If you are a Russian speaker, right? Same thing. You choose your language as Russian. You click on here. There are some suggested translations. If the translation is correct, you can click that. If it's not correct, then you simply would type the correct translation in Cyrillic. I speak Spanish. I study Spanish, so I'm going to choose Spanish. Okay. So here, for example, right? So here I have my English and I have my Spanish, and then I just keep going, right? For example, if this is another phrase, then here, right? Again, I can either choose one of the translations that is already in Quizlet, or I could simply type it in Spanish. So you just keep going. You can add as many terms as you want to your study set. If you want to add more, then you just click Add Card, and you can add as many as you want. When you are finished with your study set, click Create. Okay? And then you're ready to start studying. So let me show you how to use the different games to help you study the vocabulary. So let me show you an example from my vocabulary that I study. Okay, So one way is to do flashcards, okay? So on one side, I have the Spanish. On the other side is the English. So I look at this word, I think, prueba. What does that mean in English? I click on it, and there's the English translation. If it's correct, then if I remember this, then I go to the next word. Okay, las portadas. This means covers of a magazine. Or, front pages of a newspaper. So I wasn't 100% right. So I could think, okay, so I need to study that. If I want to study it, then I can click on the star. This will highlight that this is a word that I need to study again. So you just go through the vocabulary. One side is your native language. The other side is the English translation. There are also different games, different ways to practice this. So with Learn, this will break, it takes your vocabulary set and it divides it into different sections. So for example, I am on round 3 of this vocabulary section. This means that I have already studied about 15 of the words. So now I am studying more of the words. Here I have to type the the Spanish. So my English is proof. Here's the Spanish translation. All right, got it right. This, I can look for a hint. So it shows me that it starts with an L. Okay. Here, if I don't quite remember, if I totally don't know, I can either click don't know, or if I type, I think, well, maybe this is how you say it, and it's incorrect, then it will show you that you are incorrect and it will show you the correct answer. Okay. So this is another way to practice. You can also do a test. This, tests you on all of the vocabulary in your set. So if the English definition is the same as the definition or the translation in your native language, if that is correct, then you would choose true. If it's not correct, you choose false. So I'm going to say that this is false, false, true, false, just to show you what I'm doing here. I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing. So you choose the correct answers. Notice there are different kinds of answers, true, false, multiple choice. Okay, you just keep going. Here you have the English, and then you have to choose the correct translation in your language. So for example, to see it firsthand, what is the Spanish for that? I think it's this. I'll just go through this real quick. We'll see how good. Then you submit the test. I skipped some questions. So if I wanted to go back and answer those questions, I'd click here. If I'm ready to submit my test, turn it in, then I click this. Then it will show me my results. Okay, so I had 13 correct. I had 6 that were incorrect. It shows me all of my correct and incorrect answers. And I can practice the terms that I did not get right by going back to this practice. So that's learn, and that's test. And we also have match. Match. So here, again, you have your word in English, and then you will have the word in your native language, the translation. You have to match those 2 words together. So for example, if my match is correct, the words will be outlined in green and they'll disappear. If they are not correct, it will be red and you'll have to try again. So you just match your native language with the English translation. See if I can do this. And when you are done, you can try again to be even faster, right? To try to have faster recall. So these are the 4 ways that you can practice your vocabulary. Okay. If you want to, I should note, if you want to take a test more than once, then you do have to upgrade to the paid version, but that's your choice. Okay. So this is how you do this. Again, you can add anytime you want to add a study set, click on the plus, click on study set, have a title, add your words, create, and then you can study your vocabulary. I have been doing this for many years, so I have lots of vocabulary to study. What I love about Quizlet is that there is also, I will show you, there is also this app that you can get on your phone. And this is awesome because most people have their phones with them most of the time, right? When you're waiting for a doctor's appointment, you're waiting to pick up your child from school, you're traveling, you're waiting in the airport, you're sitting on a train, you're in a car driving someplace. Don't study while you're driving, only if you're a passenger. But your phone is with you, and it's a very convenient way to study wherever you are. I think one of the challenging things with studying a language is that it works best if you're consistent. And this is an excellent way to be consistent because you take out your phone, you study for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you continue with the other things that you need to do during your day. So try this out. Let me know how it goes. And I really hope that this can help you with your language learning. So I hope that was a helpful introduction on how to use Quizlet. Try it out, see if it works for you. If not, that's totally fine. But if it does work for you, now you have an awesome new way to study vocabulary. So try it out. We'll see y'all next week.